and welcome everyone. Today is day 3 and we are going to discuss two very important type of questions. Not only important, I have noticed students facing a lot of problem in this type of question, that is matching information and matching heading. So first I will be telling you some tips and tricks, and then further we'll be solving a sample answer for the same to apply by applying those tricks. Okay. So basically, what is matching information? So in matching information, they give you a question and they ask you to match in which paragraph that information is present. Right? This statement can be any region, it can be any description, summary, definition, anything. You have to figure out in which paragraph it is matching to. This is an example. Say these three information is present and you have to tell which paragraph this information is matching to. There are certain tips and tricks that can help you. First thing is the question, say if a piece of information is given, say let's take this example, which place to stay has restaurant beside country to comfort him. So maybe this is just one sentence of that paragraph. It's not that they don't mean that this information will be the complete information that will be depicted from that paragraph. This can be just a simple part of that paragraph. Okay. Next and very important thing is the question will not follow the order. Like so far, whatever type of question we have done, those were in the chronological order. But this type of question will never follow the order. The first question can be from your last paragraph, last question can be from your first paragraph, so no order will be followed. Sometimes same paragraph can contain more than one information. So maybe question number 1 is also from paragraph B, question number 2 is also from paragraph B. So that can also be the case. One more thing is, it's not necessary that if 7 questions are there and 7 paragraphs are there, so it is going to match. No, maybe 3 questions are from the same paragraph, another 3 are from another same paragraph. So it's not mandatory that all the paragraph is going to have certain type of information. Strategy. So it's very simple. Look the question, understand the meaning of the question, then figure out it in the paragraph. Okay. Whenever you're finding that information is the paragraph, again refer the question and see whether that information is matching or not. So this is the strategy. Focus on. One more thing is, not only focus on the keyword, focus on the meaning of it. Read the paragraph that you predicted. It can be, as I've already mentioned, it can be just simple a phrase. It's not mandatory that it's going to be from the complete paragraph. So now I'm going to do a sample exercise with you guys so that you can understand better how to apply this. So this is a passage and the question here is about matching information. So which paragraph contains the following information? 6 questions are mentioned for that. So first thing what we do, we read the question and we understand what is the keyword, what is the main idea of that question. So the first question is reference to an appealing way of using dance that writer is not proposing. So they are saying that there is a reference of a way of using dance that writer is not proposing. So this is the keyword for the first question. Let's move to the second one. An example of a contrast between past and present approach to building. Something related to approach, how the construction used to be there in the past and how it is in the present. That type of information should be present in the paragraph. Mention of an objective of both dance and engineering. So in this paragraph, it's not only about dance or only about engineering, it's about the objective of both the things. This paragraph should contain both the things, the dance and engineering both. Reference to an unforeseen problem arising from ignoring the climate. So here they must be telling something like, if we are going to ignore the climate, this is going to be consequences. Something like that information will be present in this. Why some measures intended to help people are being reversed. So they are saying some measures which were previously used to help people are now reversed. Reference to how transport has an impact on human life. So how the transport is impacting human life, that reference is mentioned in the paragraph. So first thing what we have done, we have read the question, we have underlined what is the main keywords. Now we are going to read the paragraph so that we can relate. Because if we are not going to, paragraphs are going to be very lengthy, a lot of information will be there in the paragraph. But once you have read the question, Now you know that what thing you have to figure out in the paragraph. So let's again do it one by one. So now the time is to read the paragraph. So let's read the paragraph. We'll start from paragraph A. Okay. So we don't have to read the entire paragraph. We have to just skim and figure out where information possibly can be present. So the way we travel around city has I found it in the first line itself. The way we travel around the city has a major impact on whether they are sustainable. The way we humans travel around the city has major impact. Do you remember which question this was? Anyone? Anyone can guess? Yes, it's the sixth one. So you can see that first paragraph is there in the last. So order is not at all followed in this. So this is going to be answer, right? Okay, now let's again, hope you are getting the idea how to figure out the answer. Okay, now let's move to the B paragraph. Dance might hold some of the answer, something related to dance for sure. That is not to suggest everyone should dance their way to however healthy and happy it might make us, but rather that the technique used by choreographers to experiment with and design movement in dance could provide engineer with a tool to stimulate new idea. Okay, I think I got the answer for this one. Hope you guys also got the answer. Any guesses? Not to suggest everyone should dance their way to work. I think now you got the idea. Yes. Let's see the question. Yeah. Reference of an appealing way of using dance that the writer is not proposing. So here they have given how dance can be useful, how it can be an appealing. So this is going to be your answer B. So there is a lot of students think it's very difficult to get a matching information. There is so much information how to identify. If you follow this approach, very easily you will get all the answer correct. Okay. Now let's move to paragraph C. And one more thing, as I've already mentioned, maybe same paragraph can have one or two information. So maybe in further lines other information is there. Okay, so first what we do, first we try to figure out one answer in one. If we think that some questions are left and we have not, we can again go through that process. Whereas medieval builders improvised and adapted through their intimate knowledge of material and personal experience, the conditional aside are now conceived, stored. Okay, so they are telling medieval means past, now means present, construction, buildings, right? Hope you can relate it now. An example of a contrast between past and present approach to the building. Yes. So this is going to be answer number. Let's see what is in the D paragraph. To illustrate, Senate discussed the Peachtree Center in Atlanta, development typical of modernist approach to this business. Street and Tower, according to Senate, the field because of designer has invested too much faith in computer-aided design to tell that how it would operate. They failed to take in account the purpose-built street cafe could not operate in the hot sun without protecting awning. Okay, I can get. I got the answer. So could not operate in hot sun. That means, can you remember what question it would be? You see all the questions? Any idea? Yes, reference to an unforeseen problem. Because they are saying because they have not considered this could be a problem, this is an unforeseen problem arising, ignoring the climate. Right? So this is going to be your D. Same is true in transport engineering, which uses model to predict and save where people move through the city. Transport. Again, these models are necessary, but they are built on specific world view in which certain form of efficiency and safety are considered, and other experience of city ignored. Design that seem logical in model appear counter. got engineering solution to pedestrian safety based on model that prioritizes something related to engineering is mentioned over here. And let's read the question first, and can we relate something to this? Reference of this engineering, but they are saying mention of an objective of both. Nowhere they have mentioned about dance and engineering. Let's see any other question it can strike off. Why some measure intended to help people? Yeah, this. I got it. Why some measures intended to help people are being reversed. Here, if you see, they are saying same is true in the transport engineering, which uses model to predict and safe way. Again, these model, but they are built on specific word view. Safety considered design that seem logical in a model in actual experience of their user. So they are saying that whatever they have thought about is counter, like it's different than the user who are getting. So it's reversed. Right, if you read this line, thought about the user experience is completely reversed in that way. So this will be your answer. This one. To bring about fundamental change to way we use our cities, engineering will need to develop a richer understanding of why people move in a certain ways and how they are moving. So here, very clearly, they have mentioned about both the things. How, like using the engineering, with how will need to develop a richer understanding of moving choreography. So for sure, this is going to be the answer for question number 3. Right? Hope you guys have understood, and you can see it's not that difficult. It seems very difficult because answers are not in the order, a lot of information is there. Follow this approach, read the question, find out the keywords, match it in the paragraph. It will become very easy and it will not take a lot of time. So, okay, so now next slide is for the matching heading.